What is up, my dudes? Today, we're going to be talking about the mountain, Montagne himself. Now, if you've seen my previous video on Blitz, there's going to be a lot of similarities because, guess what? They both have shields. Plot twist. Now, how do you control a mountain? Montagne is... Montagne... Montague?
Votre toast, je peux vous le rendre, Seigneur, Seigneur, car avec les soldats, oui, les toreros peuvent s'entendre, pour plaisir, is all les combats.
Don't take your shield down. Face directly at the enemy, and only aim for a strike when you know you're safe. As said in my Blitz video, you should really only be aiming to shoot at the enemy when you know they're distracted, or when you know you won't get shot at and clipped in the schnoz when you lower your shield. Now, some people are a little more aggressive with Monty, some aren't. If you like to play an aggressive Monty, I would really recommend bringing flashbangs, because throwing a flashbang from undercover allows you to secure a time period where you are guaranteed safety to aim at the enemy while they're blinded. Imagine a boxer keeping his arms up, protecting his face, waiting for the right time for his opponent to let down his guard so you can strike and get a perfect blow. And that's really how you should be engaging enemies with Monty. Now, when you're with your teammates, that's a little bit of a different story, but you still take the same principles. Monty is a character that can control avenues and flanks and provide cover for his teammates because of his extendable shield. He can provide a ton of cover for his teammates in areas where there wouldn't otherwise be any cover. A strategy that goes along with this is extending your shield to give cover while leaving a narrow gap that your teammates can shoot through. But take this strategy with a grain of salt, because Montagne's shield is transparent, so enemies can see your teammates behind you and will notice them trying to peek that narrow gap. Despite the risk, this strategy can often yield incredible results. The key necessity for this strategy and Monty in general, though, is our next point. Montagne is a source of information. When you're going through the map and blocking doorways and flanks for your teammates, you should also be calling out for them. You are their eyes into the room in front of you, and also you're blocking their view, so they don't know what's going on the other side of your shield, you fucking dingus. So let them know what's going on. This includes letting your teammates know in what corner of the room they are, and also using your tag button to actually show a physical area. Beyond this, Monty can be used to actually secure objectives really well. Not only can he push into a room safely, but he can also let your remaining teammates know where the enemies are holding out in the room. So if you are Monty and it comes down to the wire in an objective match, really support your teammates in securing that win. Because ultimately, Monty is a support character that works well with other operators. And taking the previous into consideration, another recommendation I have for Montagne is that you roll with another player, preferably someone with a automatic assault rifle or an SMG. Part of the reasoning for this is because as a shield operator, you don't have that great of a gun. You just have a flimsy little pistol. And when heading towards the objective with a high-powered operator with an assault rifle, you really have a better chance to take on any defenders in your way. So make sure you pair up Monty with the buddy. Other than that, some tips for taking on an enemy Monty would be to gauge where he's at, use explosives behind him, and fake him out. So by gauging where he's at, I mean sometimes a player who's operating Monty is not very aggressive and he just kind of stands there. So in that situation, you should really revert your priorities to his other operator friends that are near him. Here's an example where this Monty really wasn't doing shit, but I knew he had a friend outside the door. I actually ended up losing because I'm not used to this Call of Duty drop shot doof, but the concept still applies. Trust me. As far as using explosives behind him, A while ago, Rainbow Six updated shield operators so that C4s do not completely kill someone if they're in the blast radius. The C4 has to be behind them to fully kill them, and if it blows up in front of the shield operator, it'll only damage them. So if you're a defender, be sure to throw your C4 behind Monty's extended shield, and if you are Monty, if someone throws a C4 at you, make sure your shield is facing that C4. The last tip I have involves the all-too common situation where a Monty blocks you from entering a doorway by he himself standing in that doorway with his shield extended. The way to counter this situation and others where Monty has his back against a wall is to fake him out. By catching an angle on him when he's scared and trying to keep cover from you, you will secure a win. And that's pretty much it. By using these tips and skills, Monty will not be an obstacle for you, and you will also be a master of the Monty. If you love this French beast like I do, don't forget to like and subscribe.